Hello everybody, welcome back to this YouTube channel. My name is Julia and in today's clip we are going on with a series of top 5 and today is all about concealers. I'm rushing a bit because I have to go out. I've already done the foundation, so if you want to see that, check it out. However, now is the next step. Concealer. So here are my 5 recommendations for concealer and the reasons as of to why I do love them. Starting off with the first one, this is the NYX Bear With Me Concealer Serum. I have mine in shade Vanilla and I really love this one because it does work in both concealer and foundation, in both concealer and foundation. It does work as a concealer and foundation, and whenever I do travel, I actually get only this one and I do substitute it for foundation. It is super travel friendly. That's my number 1. And the second one, which actually should be the first one, is that it just looks beautiful underneath the eye area. Everybody raved about this when it launched, and you know what? I see the reasons. It's very lightweight, it's very serumy, but it has a lot of coverage. So it's literally a dream. And this is my second bottle. Sorry, I actually love how I look today, but this is my second bottle. You can see I did use it already quite a bit. So this actually has a serum-like texture once you kind of like swipe it, compared to the other ones that we're going to discuss in today's video. It's very serum-like and I think it's the most kind of like liquidy out of them all. But the reason why I'm not using that one is because I'm using these two guys. So let's start off with the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Eraser Multi-Use Concealer. This is in shade 5, I think the pink one. However, I use this one in its kind of like my skin tone kind of shade. So I know the formula on both color correction or just using it as a concealer. I do love this pink one. You know what? It doesn't look like unnatural and I love to combine it. I would say the dofa, it's a bit messy, but you could remove it. However, I do not mind it, so I still kept it. But this is the shade. It's not extremely pink. It's not like a blush. Like I feel sometimes with the pink under eye trend, you can get a bit scared, and I feel this one would be the good starting point for not being scared and actually try it. I do use it in collaboration with this one, but I do use it on its own as well sometimes, but more often I do combine it with this guy. It is quite lightweight and it's not like full coverage, but at the same time it does offer a decent coverage. However, if I want more coverage, I am using an OG Collection Lasting Perfection concealer. This is in shade Porcelain 2, and I must say it is quite light for me, this shade. I've used it before in my kind of like real shade when it used to be in the old packaging, but when I got the new packaging, I didn't realize I got like a really light shade. So I think when they launched the new one, they added multiple shades, as they should. So yeah, I got one that is really light, so I'm combining it with the pink one just because it really feels like it minimizes just how ghostly I look with this one on its own. So the texture on this one from Collection is actually quite thick and moussey and velvety and very matte. But yeah, I always get compliments at work for these two guys combination, and you can see, I mean, this is empty, so I would definitely recommend it. And this is also half empty. I'm not quite sure how well it picks up here. That is literally half empty, and I did started to empty it out as of recently because of this guy. But yeah, that was just like my bad side of choosing the wrong color. But the concealer in itself is marvelous. Just the coverage that it gives is amazing. It is drugstore. I think two luxury. We have two, not luxury, high end, but we're gonna get it into them in a second. But these 3 so far are drugstore. The price point is amazing, and yeah, I do love this one. And we all know how popular this one used to be in 2016 and ongoing. It's quite sad that it has a different packaging now, to be honest, and I wished I kept the old packaging, but I didn't. And that's sad. Next, we have a rare beauty product, and in the foundation top 5, I actually don't have any high-end foundation, but when it comes to this sector, I do have 2. So this is the first one, the Rare Beauty Under Eye Brightener. So this is an eye brightener. It's in shade Light, and I do love this one for work. I don't think it has the most massive coverage, but because sometimes when I rush to work, I don't actually apply foundation. A concealer like such kind is so good because you don't see the difference between your skin tone and into your under eye area. It looks very natural because it's not like extreme high coverage. So I do love it. It's super liquidy. Like, it feels like water. It is really liquidy. But then again, once you blend it out, it feels a bit mattifying, but not as mattifying as others. And the Dofa applicator is actually so nice. It's very metallic. It's very metallic. It's very cooling because of the metallic finish onto it, and I think I said already it's in shade light. Last but not least, we have something that I discovered as of recent through PR. So this is the Milk Makeup, I don't know, but a Future Fluid all over cream concealer. And again, this is a quite light weight coverage, and I do love it for work specifically because, again, if I don't have time, I don't apply foundation, which is really great for that. The texture of it is really like liquidy. But once I do touch it, it kind of feels like the one from Collection. I mean, the coverage is there, it's just like, it's not as massive as the Collection one, I would say. So yeah, I've seen Tati Westbrook speaking on the fact that she doesn't like it because it doesn't cover anything at all, which if you use a full coverage foundation, I see the point. But I think Milk created this as if like you wouldn't use foundation. I remember when I got this in PR, it was saying like how you would do it, no foundation makeup look or something around that line. And I think it's perfect for that because, again, you don't see the difference between your under eye area and your real skin tone once you obviously nail the shade range. The shade range, your shade from the shade range that they have, which I think it's pretty damn wide. So yeah, these are my top 5 concealers. I do love each and every single one of them. And yeah, with this one and these two guys, almost empty, second bottle. And the other ones, I think I could potentially buy a second bottle of this. With this one, like I was saying, I'm at the beginning of using it, but then again, I have other concealers into my collection, and these 5, I would put them as top 5, including this guy, even though I still have a long way to go with it. But obviously this top 5 is based on what I already own, so take it with a grain of salt. But yeah, I'll hopefully see you in the next one.